Hi there, this is a video where I'm going to teach you how to draw the chessboard in one-point perspective. I basically start with an example from this book, Perspective Made Easy, by Ernest R. Norling, where he basically divides the chessboard into 8 parts and teaches you how to draw it starting with the one-point perspective. And then in the next video I'll do 2-point and 3-point to illustrate this further, but for now we're going to stick with one-point perspective. The supplies you'll need to create vanishing point drawings are essentially a straight edge or a ruler. I prefer this triangular looking straight edge. Pencils, of course, something that you can erase. I'm using a lead pencil, and I think I use about like number 2 lead. And then I'll use a kneaded eraser for erasing. And then basically I'll go over all this at the end, ink it, and erase the pencil underneath to create a finalized drawing. To start, you want to draw a straight line, however long you want it, and then you basically pick out a point on the line, kind of like in mathematics with just the basic number line. You pick out one point. That's why it's called one-point perspective, obviously. Then you proceed to divide this kind of square that proceeds into the distance into 8 equal parts horizontally and vertically. So basically you get your squares evenly receding into the distance to the vanishing point, the shrink. I call that the cosmic shrink. But all the lines converge at that infinitely small point. Another point I want to emphasize here that the author makes in the book is the horizon is the height of the eyes no matter where you are above the ground, which is kind of interesting because I show here off to the side, when you see me drawing my eye, I'm kind of showing how you, the person outside the picture that you're looking at or you're drawing, your consciousness is like somehow stitched into that horizon line. So wherever we look, we perceive that continual depth into the universe. Okay, and this kind of final part here is to kind of do like comic book style and just ink over the drawing, the pencils. Vanishing point drawing is just so fascinating in my opinion because it's basically just like a microcosm model, naturally speaking, of just the universe that we visually see. And artists happen to catch this in the artist picture plane, but I love in mathematics, in projective geometry, by adding a point in infinity, you make the parallel lines converge, which is actually kind of a mathematical operation. I think veering into Euclid's 5th postulate. In the 1800s, a guy named Lobachevsky explored this, why parallel lines converge. The artist picture plane is just a natural fusion of mathematics and art.